Hello, my name is Samuel Wetstein, bringing you my second impromptu speech. I like to start off saying the worst mistake I've ever made was interviewing for a school. It was an art school that I wanted to get into. The reason I found it as the worst mistake is because you had to go in for this whole interview, but you had to bring in pieces of work based on that art. And so that class that I want to get to was called visual arts, and they're more like the realism portraits you see in a lot of paintings. But I wasn't really into that. But during that segment of my life, which was like the beginning of this year and a lot of last year, it brought up a lot of people's expectations of me that I could draw certain things for them, which now I regret doing that because it created those ideas. It created what other people thought of me. So I wish I could redo that segment of my life. Um, Something or the greatest thing that's happened to me would be finding my talent, which is art, because I don't know what I'd do if I was not an artist. Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't have I feel like I don't have other redeeming qualities most of the time. But the worst thing that's ever happened to me is really hard to think about, or the weirdest thing, it's really hard to think about, because there's a lot of weird things that happen. I can't really think about one, but my favorite thing to do is draw and listen to music because I was just trying to like art. And I like creating characters. That's one of my favorite things is designing characters. My favorite holiday is Halloween because we get a lot of trick-or-treaters, and I love dressing up and scaring them. Me and my brothers do it. It's really fun. Um, One thing I could never be interested in would be science and chemistry. Anything that has to do with math, mostly, because I'm awful at math. I'm just the worst at it. My family's good at it, but I'm just awful, and it's very confusing to me. But it's just something I could never see myself being good at. The best and the worst dreams, to me, I'd have to say, are those dreams like where you're falling forever, or it could be the dreams where you wake up, you get something in the dream, but then you wake up and realize that you didn't actually get what you received in the dream, and it makes you very sad or angry that it didn't happen because it's something you've really been wanting. Or the dreams where you feel like something's actually touching you, or like somebody's chasing you, you can actually feel things. It's really weird. Um, TV character that I relate to the most, or I most like, I've I have been suggested by mom was Chandler Bing from Friends, because I don't watch a lot of TV, but that's one show I do know a little bit about. It's because he's very sarcastic. I'm very salty and sarcastic too. So one person I'd like to live alone on a deserted island, or be on a deserted island with, would have to be either my friend Sarah or one of our three dogs, because it's really hard to choose like a specific someone. Dogs are a little bit of stress relievers, and your friend, even though she might not be like a technical family member, is very could figure out some differences. It's very hard to pick a certain someone. Time period I would live in would be the 80s. I don't know if you can tell by the shirt I'm wearing right now. I love the 80s. It's a big part of the past few years. It's become a big part of my life, my art mostly. I like to take the factors in the 80s, like the music, the designs, even the wording and slang, and put that into my characters and art. I like showing it off that it's really interesting to me. Even the 90s, those two time periods are very interesting, but 80s like more showy and goofy. I just like it a lot, but mostly it's also music. Music is a big part of it with the 80s. There's a lot of good music in that era. But this was a really fun impromptu, a little bit more to know about me. So I hope you enjoyed this impromptu, and I'll see you all in the next video.